11 things my mastering engineer wished I did. Shamefully wished. Matthew, why did you not do these things? I'm just kidding. I made up some of them. They probably wished I did some, but I kind of figured it all out. But anyway, I thought it's good to kind of, I wish I knew these things before I mastered my EP a few weeks ago, because I had to research and figure all these things out and ask them a lot of questions. So I'm just going to send you this list of things that I thought were important before mastering and even before mixing, because it can help you get ready for that end process. So mix your songs between -10 and -4 dB. This gives the mastering engineer enough headroom to play with their equipment and to use their limiters and compressors and stuff like that. So try not to leave too much compression, if any, compression or limiting on the master bus. Now this is kind of some mastering engineers don't care if it makes up for the art of the song. If it's the sound, makes the sound that you want, you could leave that stuff on there. But the truth is they have really good compressors and limiters that maybe we don't have. I don't have. I know I don't. I don't know about you guys. But their stuff is better, so it's better that they use their limiters and stuff on the master stereo render that I give them. So have one limiter at 1/10 dB below dB below zero, so that if you're mixing around -4, -10 dB in between that range, and you have a little spike come through, at least you got a limiter there at 1/10 that will catch it from clipping. So, and this is what Mick Guzowski with Graham Cochran was talking about in their interview. He was mentioning that's what he does. It's a cool technique. And it made me think of it when I was mixing my songs out. I did want to have something up there just in case something got through. So it's a good idea. 1/10 below zero. Render your stereo mix out at 32-bit. That's what I did. Render it out because Ableton does all of its processing at 32-bit. Its effects, sounds, and all that's done at 32-bit. So might as well send it out as best as I can for the stereo file at 32-bit. Let the mastering engineer do the dithering. And if you're at 24-bit, it doesn't hurt to go up to 32-bit. It does hurt to go down. It does hurt to go from 32 down to 24 or to 24 down to 16. That's going to affect the audio quality some. I don't know if we'll hear it. I don't know. But I think you have to dither if you're going to change bit depth. Let your mastering engineer do the dithering. They'll render it out at 16-bit if you're making CDs, stuff like that. So let them do that. Don't reduce the bit depth. I already went over that. Make sure there's no audio clicks. Mastering seems to bring out a lot of clarity in a song. So, and some of that stuff that you might not hear as well will come out. So just be aware when you're listening and referencing that stereo mix and you're listening to it before you send it to the mastering engineer, make sure that if there's any clicks that you take them out, because they will become real apparent. That goes into 7. Proof mix your stereo mix out, because I had a mix I sent out to the mastering engineers. I forgot. I don't know how the trick got the kick, beater, drum got muted. I don't know why. So when I got the reference back, I realized that it was muted. So I had to have them remaster it. But they were cool about it, which was nice. They were really cool. And they had all their settings all written down, so it wasn't a big deal. But proof your mix. Make sure that all your tracks are in there. It's real late. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I'm a little tired. Had a fun night though. If I really, if you like the limiting on the mix, if you got it to the way you want to sound, you with limiting and compression on that master bus, send a reference to the mastering engineer the way you like it, and then send another stereo mix out without those on your master bus, so that they have two. They have your reference to the way you like it. They have one without, so that they can use their stuff and they have enough headroom. They can use their compressors and limiters and stuff. Get your ISRCs, which are the little codes for each song. The UPC, the barcode for the album. The song titles. the track names, the artist name, put those in a spreadsheet. Get them ready for your mastering engineer. If you're making a DDP, they'll need that stuff to put in the DDP, which is an image like a CD image. The DDP is, and they'll need those things. So, 10, leave a little room in front of the end of the track so they can let them cut it. If you really like a fade you did, I really like this fade. Oh, I'm so proud of this fade at the end of this song. I want this fade exactly like that. I left it in there, but I gave them enough room at the beginning and the end to cut it, and they actually do a good job figuring all that stuff out. You spend so much time on your songs, mixing and stuff. Let them do the cutting and give them enough room to do it right. The last thing, this is really important, when you get your masters back, when I got mine back, they were so clear and I wasn't used to it. I'm so used to hearing my mix the way it was 100 times in my studio, the way it was. But when I got the masters back, it was so clear, I was kind of a little shocked at first. And I think our ears get used to what we listen to over and over, and it can't hear bad qualities of a mix. So when you get your masters back, give it a little air. Let it breathe a little bit. Listen to it on a couple different stereos. Listen to it at a high and low volume and different volumes. What I realize is that it sounds great, my masters. It took a little bit to get used to it, but the truth is they sound good at high volume, low volume, this stereo, that stereo, car stereo, kitchen. It sounds good everywhere, but my ear wasn't used to that. And at first I didn't like that sound. But now, listen to it a few times, give me a little room to breathe, I realize that it's definitely a better sound. So that's my tips or list or whatever. It's Matt. It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm going to bed. Thanks you guys for watching. Bye.